They say we are only as strong as we are united, and as weak as we are divided.
Oh, this is wrong. This isn't right. We stand together, united forever to win this fight.
What's going on, like Marvin said? Turn on the TV, more innocent lives dead. A time that we should all come together instead. People choose sides from the lies they've been fed. War against terror, we fighting over color. Separated instead of uniting with one another. And talk is cheap, actions scream louder. Cause all lives matter, all lives matter. If I could bring them all back, I would bring them all back. Mr. President, I think I need a call back. Take a look around us, we can't just ignore that. We can't just ignore that.
No está bien. Unidos siempre en la guerra ardiente podemos vencer. We can't win this fight alone. We're much stronger together, finding peace within our home. We can overcome any weather.
Are we ready to fight together? Are we ready to stand together? Are we ready to love together? It's time for us to come together. We must learn to forgive together, so we can all live together, to end all the hate together. Now let's all get together. If I could bring them all back, I would bring them all back. Mr. President, I think I need a call back. Take a look around us, we can't just ignore that. We can't just ignore that.
We have fought to make it right. The darkness can't take out our light. Staying true to who we are forever.
You believe in a fair and just and inclusive America. You know that constant change has been America's hallmark, that it's not something to fear, but something to embrace. You are willing to carry this hard work of democracy forward.
Salsero and Salese. It's one of his best, I say the best video work that I've seen, and the difference that I seen in Salsero. And I know him for about 2-3 years now, and hats off. If I had a hat, tell you this much, standing ovations, everything. To watch this person in this video is like watching my brother grow, pretty much. And that video, and I want to keep it going. We're going to keep it hashtagging new video, and I want you to tell me exactly how you feel about that video. We're going to be playing it again and again, and we're going to actually be putting it on VidZone and on the radio station. So you got to be watching and what's going on. But without further ado, I got to bring them in. E.C. Salsero and Salese. I said Celeste, sorry. Salese. That video, guys, y'all guys took it to the next level. I'm gonna let you know that.
Definitely appreciate that.
That was, I seen it before you guys came in, and I was watching a little glance at it again. And then EC, I'm telling you, what a growth. What a growth. I just can't say that much about this video. It's shocking where you just did a whole turnaround and showed the new side of you. That was great. It was.
It's a big difference to the other, music videos that we've done, that I've done, and yeah, it was exciting.
Wow, it looked fun. It looked fun. How do you guys combine? How did you like meet and say, "Hey, let us do this song together"? How did that happen?
So we worked together, and it basically came to a point where I was looking to go outside of my normal realm of the type of music that I make.
Right.
And I had seen EC's talent. He had seen what I had been doing, and we thought it would be a great idea to possibly collaborate on a record. So we had Suits. Shout to Suits, Tracketeer Music. He produced the record. And, we kind of just went from there and just off of the vibe and what was going on in the world and what is going on in the world at this particular time. I thought it was, and Eddie EC thought it was a great topic to touch on, because unity is definitely right now needed. And,
yes, it is.
The lack of unity is causing a lot of issue out here. So I think the record is a lot bigger than just Salese and EC. I think it's, it's for the world. It's for everyone.
Yeah, yep. And I like the combination, how you throw Obama's voice and everything else in there, and the title alone together. It's one of those things that you have a singer, a rapper, and you're putting them together like this type of video. It deserves all hands down.
Thank
this
you.
is a real good video.
Definitely appreciate that, and that's what we need. We need people to keep on pushing it, and for people to keep on hearing it, to take it to that higher platform where it belongs. Because this needs to be heard globally. This is a record with a big message. Me being an Italian American hip hop artist, Eddie being a Puerto Rican Latino singer. This is something that the game hasn't really seen. This is fresh. This is something new. It's not like your typical song with your typical artist. So I think that there's a lot more to this record, and there's a lot more to come, hopefully, for us.
Yeah, like I said, it showed the whole different side of you, EC, and which I loved. I was like, wow, this is cool. Mostly because I know you, and I'm like, wow, he finally said, I'm going to show the other side of me, and this is exactly what the world needed.
Right. There was like little hidden messages in there. I don't know if you caught on to them. With what the shirts that I had on, and
yeah, I was going to ask you. There was one shirt there when I think you were in a park area when the camera.
Right. That was in Hunts Point.
Yeah,
we recorded at the Beretta Point Park, and it was freezing that day, but that shirt had to be shown because it was, it has a lot to do with the song, the Statue of Liberty crying, and just it's a lot of stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
So I figured, all right, let me put this in that song, and also I don't know if you saw the shirt that I had on at the end of the video.
I don't think I noticed it, the shirt.
Well, it says "Straight Out of the Closet" in the gay colors.
So, I didn't notice that.
So that was a little. Ending of showing who I am and what I stand for, and what it's just we need to come together, everybody. So
and I tell you, it came out at the perfect time with the Trump scandals and with everything that's going on with the fighting in the airports and all this other stuff. It needed to come out where you're telling someone we need to be together and we need to stand, side by side.
Yeah, it's just, the overall message is awareness, is just to keep people aware and to unify, because there's a lot of separation, on all levels, be it political, be it, sexual preference. There's a lot of, people that still at this day and age, kind of want to dictate what you should and shouldn't do, what you should say, what you shouldn't say. And, this record is not just to prove one point, but to prove many points, that as a unit, collectively, if we do come together, doors can be broken down and barriers can be broken. It's, and that's what I think the key to the, to the song is, and hopefully that's what comes across. The little hidden subliminal messages throughout the record. Some people pick up the first time, then they watch it by the third, fourth time. They're like, oh, I didn't catch that, I didn't grab that. But, it's really just about it. It's about unity. And anybody who would be against a record like that would probably have something wrong with them, because on any level, you want people to be together. I'm a new father. I never had a child before. And, seeing the world through the lenses that I see them through now, it's a lot different than when I was young and wild and running the street more. My perspectives have changed. And, so I need for the world to be a better place and for there to be a lot more unity, because this is what I already grew up, how I'm going to grow up. But this is very important for how she will grow up and the generation to come. Which is
true. It's like you're seeing things from the outside, and watching in. A lot of the people don't do that. And I tell a lot of people, if you are going to watch with open eyes. Don't watch blindly. A lot of people are set in their ways, and they're like, oh, no. And sexual preference all the way up to the political preference. If you set in your own way, you will never grow. Yeah. You never grow. I talk to many different people from all lights of work or political area. I have many friends from the lesbians to gays, and I hang out with every single person, black, white, Chinese. It doesn't really matter.
As do I.
Because I don't really see anything in front of me.
You judge people by the individual and the character that they show you.
Oh, and exactly. Well, Isi can tell you. The first day I met him, I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And we're talking. Went to his house, met his family.
Right.
I didn't really care about anything but me and Isi hanging. That's it.
It's about being comfortable in your own skin. A lot of hip hop artists, they would be afraid to do a record with quote unquote gay artists because they think that they would be associated
with that.
I have no problem with that.
So I don't care what you want to say.
And I know who he is, and this is my man, 50 grand regardless.
Exactly.
His sexual preference plays no role in the type of music that we create with each other and the type of chemistry that we have when we're in a recording studio. And I don't think that it should. And I think if more people open their eyes up and saw things like that, then I think the world in general would be a better place overall.
And that is so true because you lose out.
Hey,
you lose out
do.
because tell you
There's
this,
good people everywhere.
not because I know him, but he's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Like we hang, we talk,
Thank
we bug out. You know how we do. He knows my family. So for me to say, "Hey, this is my son. Here you go," you must be somebody important to me for me to be able to tell you, "Hey, this is my wife. This is me. This is
And for him to come out openly and put himself in that realm, kudos to him because a lot of artists are afraid. Oh, I'll lose a fan base, or oh, people may not receive me in the same way, and they worry about their actual music. And for him to do that, it speaks volumes about who he is and that he's not afraid to be exactly the person that he is.
Yeah. When you listen to the song, shut your eyes and listen to his voice.
I agree.
And then you find out, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, they see them and then they're like, no, I don't want to hear them. But that's that same voice that you've been hearing for so long. And I support him from day one that I met him, and I'm supporting him to now,
We're in a world that's oversaturated by social media. A lot of people, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. A lot of people are, quote unquote, fronting for the gram and, fronting for social media and, putting up this whole image of who they really aren't. And that is what I feel is actually separating us even further. The best thing that you can do with a person like me, who's kind of been through it all and seen it all, is be real, no matter who you are. If you're a tough guy, that's cool. If you're not a tough guy, that's cool too. But be exactly who you supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I can respect that. I can't respect people who, put on this whole facade and play this whole role, and they're not really about that in any way, shape, or form. And that's another thing that this record, hidden, is speaking on. Be you.
Hey.
It's cool. Trust me, you're much better and will be received much more being you than being a carbon copy of someone else that you aren't, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then it shows more happiness, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be, because some people were like, oh man, I met the borough president. We did Behind the Mic. I did Behind the Mic with EC as well. I did not change. I was still my same. Hey, I'm laughing and joking around, and they like, but that's the borough president. And?
Yeah, of course.
And I'm Charles. This is how I am. If you don't like it, don't like it.
You are.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't change for that reason. And but the video, it says 1,000 words and more.
That's what I'm looking for.
And that's what I like about it. And we're definitely gonna be playing this on VidZone. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
But we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and we're gonna listen to the song again, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna learn a little bit of bloopers, maybe if they have any from the video. We're gonna talk about the video and see about these guys and what's their next step. This is the LDM Show, and we'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Araya.
And I am Selena.
When I grow up, I want to be a teacher.
And when I grow up, I want to be a nurse.
Did you know that individuals who drive while sending or reading text messages are 23% more likely to be involved in a car crash more than other drivers?
Also, a car crash is typical, happens within the average of 3 seconds after a driver is distracted.
The United States Department of Transportation notes that cell phones are involved in 1.6 million auto crashes in a year.
That causes 500,000 injuries and takes 6,000 lives.
On February 19th, 2011, Ashley Jones Davis was killed in a horrific car accident. She was texting and driving when she left the center lane and drove head into a box truck. But she stopped short, writing in her final message, "I can't discuss this right now. Facebooking and driving is not safe." Because of this, a new law was made.
We have families that will miss us.
We also have
There is no text that cannot wait until later.
So let's take this pledge and say no to texting and driving.
Together we can spread the word
And save a life, don't text and drive.
As mighty armies clash in a struggle for total domination, the scales can be tipped by one man who has the courage to confront his fate and make a choice that will decide the fate of the world.
You guys put a lot of smoke in today. Wow. But anyway, we're expecting a real superhero? I don't think so. The real life superheroes are the ones that are helping out in their community today. And the LDM Show will be there to bring you the events and stories to life. Do you know a real superhero? Let us know. But for now, follow us on Instagram and Twitter and like us on Facebook. Also visit our websites for photos, videos, and updates. But until the meantime, hey, I gotta be out of here.
Hello and welcome back, you guys. You just, if you just came back and you were from Rock or wherever you were, you just heard the new song out from EC and Salese. I was just listening to the Obama thing, and it's true. And while we were talking behind the scenes, it's a lot of emotions, things that go around when you watch a video like this. And if you don't have emotions and you don't think, then you're just dead, because this video is going to make you think if you really pay attention. And we need this video out there. We need to be sharing this everywhere. If you have family that people hate, black sheep to the family, everyone needs to just come together and stop every nonsense, basically. And it would be a better world to me. You know,
I agree.
It'd be a way better world if we just come, like the song says, together.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But
that's exactly the what you just described. Exactly the message that we're trying to convey with the record and the video.
yeah, and well, we need this message to be like out there. And if you guys are watching, share it, tweet it, talk about it. It's on YouTube, so check it out on YouTube. Again, it's going to be on VidZone, so if you go to the LDMshow.com, you'll see it there as well. And then just get the songs. Can they get the song anywhere, or?
Well, the song is available, like you said, on YouTube.
Okay.
They just have to go to Salese NYC, youtube.com/Salese NYC, SALESE NYC, and they'll be able to find the video there. And we'll probably be releasing the song via iTunes shortly. Yeah.
Okay. So just guys, and watch it. Again, we're gonna, as much as possible, show this video.
Appreciate that.
Video out. And this is a good song, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna end my show with that song today. So and matter of fact, the video, so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. But you guys, like you said, it was cold doing the video. Was this any different from the other videos you guys did in your times or performed?
Well, for me, not really, because I'm always like, even if it's freezing outside, raining, I'm always ready to like. You came to my video shoot for the
one on
song.
Huts Point, and
right? It was raining, and
Yeah.
we still had to do what we had to do. So, I think I don't know.
Well, that day actually, we work in nightlife. I manage a nightclub. Eddie is a top shelf bartender.
The bartender.
So we had an early shoot, and obviously being in nightlife, you don't get home until very, very late, 5, 6, sometimes 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
So we had to be on set around 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Right.
So for some reason, and I'm not even really much of a drinker, I had woke up that day with an extreme migraine. I mean, I'm talking about like on the way to the shoot, pulled over, vomited my brains out of the car, and I'm thinking in my head, we have all these people there, the director's there, the set is there, everything is ready to go. How am I gonna get through this day?
Wow.
Because this was this is a really big video. If it was a small project, I would have been like, listen, let's just cancel it, we'll come back another day. But we had everything was there already in motion. And I was so out of it. So actually in between takes and for a lot of the day, I had to actually go up in the office, keep the lights off and try to relax. In between. So it just goes to, if this does go where we think it can go, it just shows that, we have a story behind it, because that day, honestly, I mean, I was almost useless, but somehow I was able to get through the acts. Eddie, obviously, was giving me the team spirit. Come on, man, you got it. And we got through it, but it was really difficult. I don't know if you've ever had a migraine. I never did, but this was my first one. And this shit was crazy. I mean, I couldn't even see. Everything was crooked and so everything, the smell, smells.
Yeah, the smell bothers.
Everything just bothered me. And I had I got 12 of these lights like this all in my face, while I'm trying to, act out this, this song. And I think it's just because the fact that, shouts to Adam Gonzalez, the director, because he was really patient. He did a phenomenal job directing. It was a very natural shoot. Like I've shot probably 30, 35 music videos. I've been on all sorts of sets, big sets, small sets, etc. And this was probably one of the smoothest videos, with the exception of my migraine, that I've ever been on, because it was so natural. Everything was natural. There was nothing forced. Because the song just, the people that were there and the people that were in the video, all the extras and all the actors, everyone was so comfortable because of the record and the vibe that it just went. I mean, we shot it fairly quickly, I would say.
How many locations?
What do we have?
Just two.
Just two?
Three.
Well,
one was the same location, just using different spots.
Different area,
but two locations, three different setups.
The first was in Hunts Point, which I like to incorporate a little part of where I'm from. I think in all my videos, I think if you watch every single one of my videos, there's a piece of Hunts Point in there. And it's because there's so much negative that's spoken about Hunts Point, but there's so much beautiful, there's so many beautiful
They just built a
places,
new building,
Right, in Hunts Point. So I'm like...
Now it's all being accepted, But before that, you mentioned the Bronx and people think burning buildings and, crack vials.
Hunts Point, the prostitutes in the corners.
Now everyone's buying
Nobody ever believed that that's in Hunts Point. Beretta Point Park.
Matter of fact, I told my friend that. I was like, you see this? I was like, before you used to drive around the girls with their butts out and everything. Right. I'm like, this wasn't.
And it was cold.
It was cold. It was freezing.
That T-shirt on.
It was freezing.
18, 19.
I literally had like in a few of the clips. That's the blooper part that you. Like snot coming down.
Smoke out of his mouth.
Oh
I'm like,
my God.
Hey, you cut that part. He's like, don't worry about it. You're not gonna see it in there because I'm gonna make sure. I'm like, oh crap. It was horrible. It was hard. I had to keep my shades on the whole time because my eyes were like watery. But it was fun.
God. All that got us a really great product in the end. So
Hey, it takes a little pain to get something good out there,
That's the truth.
And the video proves it right there. Like you guys did a hell of a job.
Thank you.
But like I told you on the outside, I'm greedy. I want more. Is there gonna be something?
Yeah, I mean, in addition to performances that we're going to be doing, we're definitely trying to perform at as many festivals and functions to, to get this record obviously out and heard on a larger scale. We're also actually, we were in the studio last night till what? 2, 3 in the morning. So we're working on another record.
Okay.
Something that is probably going to be a little more, not to say that isn't a club record, but something maybe a little more pop friendly, a little more up tempo, because when we perform, we want to be able to give our guests and the people in the audience, a little bit of a buffet, so to speak, a little bit of both. So we definitely have something new, and the chemistry musically is there. It's just we work well together, and we jumped on stage for the first time. Literally, we had never performed the record. We didn't even rehearse, and we jumped on stage in front of 10,000 plus in the middle of Times Square. Right. With Russell Simmons hosting the event and rocked. A lot of people would not have, I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but, a lot of people wouldn't have been able to do it, acclimate that quickly as we did. And it was just natural. We jumped right into the record. The feedback was actually great, considering that people had never heard the record before.
Right.
People were actually dancing and, waving their hands and participating with us, which is a rarity for
The feedback there was great. As I was telling you before, after that, feedback that
when
that was
people
being
can hide
sent
behind their computers and the internet.
Yeah, how they call them now? The
keyboard gangsters.
The trolls.
Yeah,
the internet trolls.
Listen, I'm gonna be 30, so I didn't have the opportunity. I at least I have the privilege to say that I'm not old enough to have been in that realm where it was very racist.
Right.
So I never really experienced anything like that. But after that performance and the messages that were sent, I was like, wait, are we going back in time? Like
what happened, right?
What the hell's going on?
Well, people like that are ignorant because obviously you missed the whole point of what the record was about. If you could find anything negative to say about that, you're missing the point of what the record is. It wasn't about where we performed. It's not about Obama's voice at the end. We're not saying, hey, we hate Trump or hey, we hate Obama. No.
Right.
We used Obama's quote because Obama is a very prolific speaker and the quote made perfect sense for our record. We're not asking you to choose Republican, Democrat. This is not about any of that. This is about get the bigger picture and see the bigger picture here. The bigger picture here is about unity. Mm-hmm. That's all that matters. We all have to live here. We all have to live here. We all have to walk down the same streets, drive down the same streets. We have to coexist. So even if the most racist mind in the world, you're still gonna have to deal with certain people that you may not want to deal with. Well, guess what? Deal with it. Yeah. You're gonna have no choice unless you plan on moving to a farm in the middle of West Bumblefuck, New York,
and they'll still have something to complain about.
And you're still gonna find something exactly, or embrace it. Not saying you have to accept everything. I don't like everything.
Right.
He doesn't like. You don't have to like everything, but you have to respect where it comes from and at least give it that much respect. So for people to send hate mail and things of that nature, it shows that the message is being put out there because it means it's being heard. And they say all press is good press.
Right.
But it also was a little disheartening to know that people actually would take the time out to try to bash such a positive message.
And when you seen that email, I know you were thinking about going back in time, but what else did you feel?
There was a few.
It was a few, and then you know what? I have such amazing fan base. I didn't even have to say anything because they just literally attacked this person. What was your question again?
Like, what did you feel besides the going back in time?
I felt hurt because it was somebody that I knew. If it was somebody that I didn't know, I would be like, okay, you're ignorant, go to hell. But this was somebody that I know. This is somebody that I see all the time. It was one of them was actually a family member who also, I think, did he reach out to you?
He might have. I don't know.
No, we won't say his name. We don't want to blast him out there like that.
I remember.
He's actually in the military. He doesn't live here. I've only met him once. He's like a third or fourth cousin of mine. Right. But when I went out to Miami, he came out there to support me, because he was excited that, one of his cousins is a singer and, and just doing so many things and whatever. So he came to support me and I appreciate that. But now because this song had an entire different message, I guess against what he believes, he's in the Marines. He went at me like
he's in the Marines.
He's in the Air Force, I believe.
Because Marines are more.
And he was like telling me off. I can't. You Muslim lover. I can't believe. And I was like, listen, look at what you're writing to me. Okay, I get it. You're a Trump supporter, or whatever. I'm not into politics, but look at what his presidency is causing between you and I. We're family. We're not supposed to go against each other. We're supposed to be united. So I blocked him immediately. And then another one is a friend that I see that deals, is involved in the Puerto Rican Day parades for the Bronx, and for her to send that message to me when she's half Puerto Rican, half Italian, and you're sending this who are you? Like
the real comes out in people, like the disgusting side of them.
Actually, the fake.
Well, yeah, it's like I don't understand that, but I would say haters say what, like whatever you say. Look at me now. I'm still growing. I'm still getting bigger. So no matter how much hate you put, I'm just gonna use that.
He has mentioned. I'm sorry to interrupt you. He has mentioned this several times in a conversation that we've had. There's priests and pastors that have molested kids or have done things. Should all Catholics, should all Christians pay for what those
the church is still going?
No,
church is still
not
going.
all Muslims are horrible.
Yeah.
I'm Christian, Catholic, Italian American,
right.
And I grew up around some old school people, type of guys that Frankie understands being from where he's from.
Right.
And if guys like that who came from a completely different generation at a different time can get the point and get the message and see past it, then everyone should, because these type of guys are also very, you know, my family came over here on a boat. You know, my grandfather, rest his soul, he was very stubborn in certain ways, but they also learn to adapt. So if you can't learn to adapt at this point in your life, you know, you have clearly have a problem, because like I said again, you know, we're not condoning the negative on any, you know, on any type of level. You know, we're not saying, this is for the Muslims that, you know, that go and you know, and practice terrorism. No, obviously, clearly, we're anti that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then people could say to me, oh, well, you're Italian, and look what your family or your background or your roots and heritages come from. They started the mafia. So is that to say that every Italian is organized crime and, you know, and leaves people in the trunk? I mean, some do, but you know, it's not everyone's practice. You know, black people, Spanish people, you know, there's good and bad in every single aspect: religion, race, color, creed. So instead of focusing on the negative parts, we chose to go again on the more positive realms of things and you know, and deliver that message. And that day it happened to be at at a pro-Muslim rally, but we were there with our record because we were preaching positivity. And you know, people, they all want to jump right down your throat. Oh, how are you there supporting terrorism? Where do you get that from? Where were you pulling that?
That's basically when someone says something like that, I'm like, have you done your homework?
They don't.
You know, because for you to say something like that is just,
they speak without knowledge, and you know, and they're usually very ignorant people.
Right.
And again, they're uncomfortable with who they are. Right. Because you know, they're not seeing the bigger picture. And but they're honestly, those were far and few in between in comparison to, I think, the good
There's
feedback.
a lot of much
feedback that we got. You know, I think on Facebook alone we have over 39,000 views already on the video. The YouTube videos are up almost to around 10,000. Right. So you know, people are, and this is just us. This is not. We don't have a machine behind us. We don't have, you know, an insane budget where they're, you know, putting the video here. That this is us. This is homegrown promotion, independent record pushing, coming around to, you know, establishments and ventures like this to promote our record. And we appreciate,
hoping
you know,
that,
we
you know,
appreciate
that
being here as well, and you having us. You know, Nightline. I mean, I've been a part of the Nightline family for years, since the beginning, since Tremont, and even before 7 years. So you know, I consider it you know, it's a blessing that you guys give platforms for up and coming artists with talent.
You know, when I first started, I made sure anyone that I feel comfortable with, and I know I bring them on my show. I did a behind the mic with EC. I was like,
it's been a while. That was
I was like, we need to tell the world who you really are. We need to sit in your house and relax. People were like, wow, I didn't know EC was like this and like that. That's the world people needed to know. When I wanted someone to know who that person is, I'm going to bring them on, you know? And when I seen the video, I was like, oh, snap, you got a new video? I tagged him right away. Yo, you want to promote your video? Let's go, you know? I'll squeeze you in anywhere, because it's not about who he is, but about what he's about. And I'm tired of telling people that. It's stop with what I call the $1 million effect. Meaning, I come with a check for $1 million, and you don't want to know who the check. You want to know who the heck gave it to you. Stop worrying about the other bull crap and worry about what is in front of you. They always say, don't believe pictures and never believe words. You've got to believe yourself, and you know, you're there speaking to the person and everything else. That's how. And then the video, you watch the video, is going to tell you that, and then that's all to it. It's like the nonsense needs to stop. The hate mail needs to stop. But the haters don't, because your haters are the ones that tell other people, and then other people want to watch because they want to know what's going on. So that's better for us. We get more, you know, more views and all that. So just keep it going like that. But it is nonsense. I don't know, but hopefully when your next video come out, hit me up. Come through. You know, we have all these events coming up in the summer. So if you ever want to promote.
Definitely,
we're here,
and we're here too. If there's anything that you guys got going on that you know, EC and I can be a part of, we're more than happy to be you know, to bring our message and our music to larger crowds.
Oh yeah, it's always good. You guys, you gotta watch the videos. They got other songs separate from the past. Watch those videos too, and then you can understand what I mean about how much he really, really grew. And very proud of you for
Thank
everything you're doing.
Thank
You
you.
know, even from the exercises, the workouts, and all that other stuff. You know, not proud of you with all those girls. I'll be jealous. Every time I see a photo, he with all those girls, I'm like, Diablo. Gonna get me in trouble. I'll be like, damn. try to go over it. What you watching? Nothing. But you know, it's everything you guys do is good. I like the song and everything. Just keep it up, you know, and going.
Appreciate it.
Again, let them know where they can find you guys and your videos and all that.
You can find me at EC Salsero, the letter E, the letter C as in cat, Salsero, on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all social media.
And mine is on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube is at Salese NYC. That's SALESE NYC. And on Facebook, it's Rob Salese.
All right. And if you guys are watching this video, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I'm going to put a question of something that they said. And if you can answer it, you got free tickets to the LDM Music Awards. So you guys got to know something about them or something about the video. That's how you're going to win these tickets.
Reshare it. That's what we ask.
Yeah,
you know,
repost.
Repost
Share.
it. Reshare it. Show people. You know, show people positivity. You know, we're so quick to put something up on a page that has something crazy going on or something negative.
Yeah,
Share
you know,
something positive.
I said that before. When I put some positive stuff, like if it's supposed to be for a comment, say something. Don't just press like. And then I see stupid things and people comment it all over the place. Like, wait a minute.
Right.
Like, come on. Let's be real. This is realistic, and these are why I support the independent artists, because they trying to do a message, not for the power and fame like your Jay-Z's and all these guys doing. They doing it because the love of music, and they need to send out a message. So the only way you're going to get it out is by sharing it and talking about it. And just like this, you got so many talk shows out there. After you see this, call them up, bring them on your shows, man. That's how you're going to get these all out there. I don't care if it's tomorrow or the next day. Just come on, bring it out there. But again, guys, thank you for coming. I know you have to leave.
Thank you.
Know? So if not, I'll be ending the show with you guys.
Appreciate that, bro.
But again, guys, watch the video, because we're going to watch it one more time when we're going right now to the commercial break. We got that key in? All right, let's watch the video again. And
He's
guys,
guilty of loving me
audience.
in the first degree.
They say we are only as strong as we are united, and as weak as we are divided.
Oh, this is wrong. This isn't right. We stand together, united forever to win this fight.
What's going on, like Marvin said? Turn on the TV, more innocent lives dead. Time that we should all come together instead. People choose sides from the lies they've been fed. War against terror, we fighting over color. Separated instead of uniting with one another. And talk is cheap, actions speak louder. Cause all lives matter, all lives matter. If I could bring them all back, I would bring them all back. Mr. President, I think I need a call back. Take a look around us, we can't just ignore that. We can't just ignore that.
No está bien. Unidos siempre en la guerra ardiente podemos vencer. We can't win this fight alone. We're much stronger together, finding peace within our home. We can overcome any weather.
Are we ready to fight together? Are we ready to stand together? Are we ready to love together? It's time for us to come together. We must learn to forgive together, so we can all live together, to end all the hate together. Now let's all get together. If I could bring them all back, I would bring them all back. Mr. President, I think I need a call back. Take a look around us, we can't just ignore that. We can't just ignore that.
We have fought to make it right. The darkness
believe in a fair and just and inclusive America. You know that constant change has been America's hallmark, that it's not something to fear, but something to embrace. You are willing to carry this hard work of democracy forward.